Good morning. This is Glenn Andrews, TLD, The Life Doctrines. What's the topic today? Because literally, I wake up and whatever hits my mind, that's what I go with. It's a lot going on in the world. I really want to stay away from the Kaepernick, the NFL, the Donald Trump. God, I just want to just avoid that at all costs. But individuals kind of drag me into the conversation or ask me a question about it, and I like to want to stay out of it because my focus right now is my family, my son, my daughter, getting ready to send her off to college, and just trying to focus on getting my finances in place for that. However, since I am an American and love football and been a part of many discussions on this topic, and I really see this topic more than what it says about the NFL, more about what it says about America, what it says about African Americans, what it says about what everyone place priorities on versus what they should be playing, having priorities about. Uh, Briefly, my take on this with Colin Kaepernick. I personally think that he needs to move on from the NFL. The NFL and every organization and job has their rules and regulations in a capitalist system. In this capitalist system, I forget the term they use for at will. At will. You interview for a job. You have your resume. You fill out application. You do the job. They see if you qualify, so on and so forth. If they don't like you, they can fire you. If you don't like the job, you quit. The symbolism behind this whole thing with Kaepernick is basically, and I'm supporting him 100%, but at the same time, the NFL is what it is. At one time, the NFL was ahead of the curve when it came to social justice and things going on outside of football. Now it's just entertainment, and most need to recognize it for what it is. For young men, particularly African American men, who find themselves with no other vision or view of an opportunity to make a living, one, to get an education, two, make a living, and find football as their only option, who am I to begrudge them that option? What I will say, though, is what it does point to now is that you realize football is all that it is not cracked up to be, and that playing football has a short uh, has a short lifespan. So if you're playing NFL football, dealing with CTE, joint issues, all the above, you may be in a position right now to make millions and millions of dollars, and hopefully you have a great financial plan. But at that time, if you're not taking those millions and doing something with it, it's basically suicide to your body, suicide to your brain. So I'll leave that there. As far as Kaepernick, everybody has a path and a journey and a purpose to their life. Has anyone taken the time to consider maybe the NFL is not where Colin Kaepernick truly needs to be? All we're doing is looking at the same cliche. He has this body. He has this. He can play football. He has this physical presence. Let the man decide what he want to do. Then, and if the NFL decide they don't want nothing to do with him, it is what it is. I've applied for millions of jobs and not gotten a call back. It is what it is. We need to let that part go because right now, I think what Colin Kaepernick is doing outside of football, regardless of the knee stuff, what he's doing as far as homeless, feeding people, homeless men and women, feeding families, providing shoes, providing clothing, providing awareness, will far outweigh going to the Super Bowl and getting a Super Bowl ring. Far outweigh it. I can't even, the only Super Bowl games I can remember is only one that just comes to my mind, and that's Doug Williams for the Washington Redskins. And that's because he was a black quarterback who won the Washington Redskins, who really they didn't even want him to be the starting quarterback or be the quarterback. There's some politics behind that. So when we talk about what's going on with Colin Kaepernick, to me, it's not even about the NFL. That's just like a short chapter in his book. If he wants to play, respect that too. But me personally, the NFL is a business, a company, and they have their rules. And if you don't like their rules, then it ain't meant for you. You step away from it. Protesting, I'm not going to protest the NFL. I'm not even wasting my energy on that because I have other priorities. I probably won't be sitting down in front of a TV unless it's on and I happen to turn the TV on. But to be protesting and out and picketing and all that, I wouldn't waste my time with that because that's just not my style anyway. That is just not my style. As a person who has worked in corporate America and left job, never been fired from a job, left jobs and moved on because it didn't work out for any particular reason, you have the right to work where you want to work, and an employer has a right to do what they want to do if you don't fit into what their program is. So that's my take on this whole thing with Kaepernick. I'm proud of the young man. I think he doesn't need the NFL, and the NFL doesn't need him. And I think the NFL has served him and elevated him into something he's probably better at, and that is community service, being an activist, and changing the lives of other people in the world outside of entertaining individuals just by running up and down the field with some pig skin. So, this is Glenn Andrews of the Life Doctrines. This is my take on the Kaepernick thing. From here on out, it's entrepreneurship, it's motivation, it's inspiration. It's about the grind. It's about trying to get it, trying to make the best of your day, make the best of your week, make the best of your life. TOD, Glenn Andrews, The Life Doctrine, signing out.